Hi there, guys. This is Scott Duffy from GetCloudSkills.com. Bear with me here. I am just setting up. Microsoft just recently started a brand new event to their AI product. I'm figuring out some new streaming software here. So I'll put that over there. So Microsoft just recently announced that they're doing a live event. It's going on right now, and I'm a bit late to the start, but I'm on theverge.com here, and I'm looking at their live blog of the event. It just started. So Satya Nadella is on stage talking about Chat GPT. And if you've been living under a rock and you don't know, ChatGPT is sort of this AI technology that took the internet by storm. Microsoft is a big investor in it. I believe they've given them, or they're planning to give them over $1 billion. And so this has actually caused Google to panic a little bit. They called a red alert, and they're going to be announcing their own AI product called Bard AI. And so, anyways, the live event for Microsoft is going on, and I'm super curious to know, other than the typical, like they're adding it into Bing search, what is really going to be announced. So there are one thing I've been excited about is this GitHub Copilot, and Satya said in the past that there are developers who use GitHub Copilot typically get around 40% of the code written with the help of AI, some high number, almost half the code written with the help of AI. So GitHub Copilot, which is powered by GPT-3, trained on code, has been really helpful. It's one of those things that's going to be really great in the future. Somebody was able to, I guess an individual was able to get up to 80%, but 40% was the number released by Microsoft. There's Scott Guthrie in his usual red shirt there. OpenAI is the organization. I guess they used to be a foundation that Sam Altman used to be the CEO of Y Combinator is now head of, and now it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Interesting. Okay, so let's skip past some of the fluffy bits, right? I think this technology is going to reshape pretty much every software category. I think so too. I'm starting to, and I try not to buy into the hype. You know, there's a lot of vaporware and things in the future, and trying to project out 5 years. But hard to believe at this point, with AI getting so good, that there won't be areas of our life that some AI element won't be part of. So now we've gone from PC to server, mobile, cloud, and they're thinking that AI is the next thing. Now, as you know, with my getcloudskills.com, I'm big into cloud and Microsoft Azure particularly, and I think I can sort of feel the wind blowing, and it's not a temporary thing. Computer integration. AI, the next major computing platform. It will be integrated into the OS and into the browser. How is AI going to be integrated into the browser? That would be interesting. So let's see. The race starts today. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to start the race today. Okay. Because Google announced their Bard AI, and so now the race is on. New search experience. So yeah, first off, they're going to announce is the Bing search engine and the Edge web browser. I saw a meme today about Edge being a better web browser than Chrome, but just having no chance anymore about replacing Chrome. Like the browser wars are almost over, and the legacy of IE is basically hanging over Edge's shoulders here. All right, so Bing will answer your questions and prompt you to be more creative. I love this last bit, prompt you to be more creative. I was thinking about AI earlier, and one of those things that you don't get from traditional search or from other products in your life, like Siri or the Google Assistant, one thing you don't get is suggestions on how to improve your query, other than the typo thing. Um, and so, really getting getting improving your search to improve your results, or to even break a box and get into something new. I love what PowerPoint Designer is done. They've got a PowerPoint Designer that will make you some great suggestions in terms of your slide designs. Something like that needs to be into other parts of your life to make it better. Clippy. So 40% of the time, people click search links and they click back immediately. That's probably true. Search hasn't changed for 20 years. It's just a list of links. Obviously, a Google search has now got information boxes, and they are filling the search. They sometimes they can answer your question without you having to go to a website, which is not great for websites, but Google has put a lot into their search. A new approach for search. That should be interesting. The new Bing? I don't really like that name. I know it's their brand and everything. Let's see if I can zoom in on this a little bit more. I don't like that name. I think they need to throw away Bing and just come up with something new. I wonder what the market market penetration for Bing is. So, search partnering with OpenAI, more powerful than ChatGPT, customized for search. All right. Prometheus model. That should be interesting. Search coming together with chat with the browser. I don't want search with my chat. Unless it's an AI chat, I guess. Expanded search box says accepts up to 1,000 characters in the search box. All right. And so here's an example where the search says, I'm going to open this in a new tab. Compare the most influential Mexican artists and their top paintings. And so this could just be websites, of course, but this is actually a list of their influential Mexican artists. Asking if an IKEA love seat will fit into a minivan. Bing can find the dimensions of the love seat and the car and answer if it fits. Super interesting. And there's an example of that. All those AI SEO farms are going to be out of a job real fast. We'll see about that. All right. So obviously search. How are we doing on the time? Okay. So having a chat bot to help you with shopping. So you open up and then you basically do chat GPT, but it's for shopping. I guess the contributors are getting a little snarky here. I mean, I think this is a really interesting question around AI being trained on books and websites and other people's content, and it gets the answer from, well, I guess the argument is it goes to 1,000 websites and it can come up with the answer, and so not one single website would have been the one that it copied it from. Interesting. um, okay, stuff copied out of Wikipedia apparently. Neelay Patel is really laying into them here. I should probably check this stream and make sure that it's doing okay. Well, there's 10 people watching. Hi there, guys. Let me see if there's a. Okay, yeah, Thomas, hello. Hi to anyone who's watching. I just put the comments up on the side here, so I will see your comments. Um, to me, this kind of questions are actually far more interesting for a chat GPT type of engine, right? So if I'm just searching for what is the capital of New York State, Google gives me that, or Bing can give me that, Wikipedia can give me that. That's just a fact, single answer, shorter the better. But for this kind of thing, you start to have a query. Oh, has anyone got any allergies? Is anyone a vegetarian? What do you think about fish? And then you can go back and forth with a search engine to come up with an actual good response. And so this is real. I think if we get this back and forth and you can refine the results, the other power is if the search engine can learn this about you. Let's say when you are asking for family related tasks, it knows that one of your family members has an allergy or one of them is a vegetarian or what have you. And then it can just say, do you want to, are you talking about your own family or do you want to assume that one is a vegetarian? You can, you can remember your settings. That would be super powerful. I'm not sure that's not going to be there for the beginning, but Chat GPT in the big chat. I mean, that's understandable. I guess they can work on the interface here. A grocery list based on the meal plan. I think people do have to. Oops. I know as you can see that Neeli is focused on the monetization aspect, how people get paid. I think we have to let some of that stuff go. Like, um, unless the AI it really is copying it from a single source, you know. Anyways, Copilot available in Edge. New interface for Edge. I don't use Edge, so wow. So Edge can read a PDF and summarize it. That is cool. I'm sure Adobe can add that to their product as well, but if Edge can do it, great. Comparing the a PDF from one company to a PDF from another and making a comparison. Okay, that's pretty cool. Looking at a code snippet on Stack Overflow, asking Edge to rewrite the code in Rust. It just does it. Wow. Wow, that is interesting. Yeah, getting it just to look at code and rewrite it. Oh my God, he's having the robot write a LinkedIn post. The corporate singularity is here. LinkedIn has become a bit of a joke lately, hasn't it? Um, Never have the suits been more efficiently able to post suit content to LinkedIn. Okay, I think we're caught up with real time here. That I've gone through the first 30 minutes of the thing. So Sam Altman, kudos to him, man. This guy has been, I guess, serial entrepreneur. Um, Again, he was a president or partner at Y Combinator and became president of Y Combinator. So, and then he got into OpenAI. Good for him, man. And now it's a multi-billion-dollar company. GPT 3.5. So they're not ready to announce GPT-4 yet. One of the things that we've been waiting for, apparently GPT-4 is ready. That is the next generation of the GPT language model, but they're pretty scared apparently, or they're hesitant to release it out. You know, we can see every day there's news headlines of ChatGPT has been tricked into saying something controversial. Um, you know, tries to block the, you know, you don't want ChatGPT saying misogynist or racist or anything like that. Criticizing political parties and, you know, can't criticize this or say nice things about Trump. And there's a lot of things that have been sort of molded into there. So apparently ChatGPT 4, the rumor is that it's ready, but they're still training ChatGPT 3. So this 3.5 is interesting nomenclature. Beginning of a new era. Of course, Sam Altman believes it to be the beginning of a new era, but it's quite possibly it is. Hey there, Geek Surgeon. How you doing? Hello to everyone watching. Sorry, I don't have the live video on the screen, but this is so much easier. I don't have to listen to people talk. I can I can just comment on the comments. So, and I don't ever do this. So we'll see if this is something that's adding value here. So it doesn't say GPT-4, but that's essentially what will power Bing's new chat interface. He did say 3.5, right? Product leader of Bing and OpenAI. Bing and OpenAI. That's quite the responsibility. So we'll see. I would definitely download the Bing that has this built in if that's available or when that's going to be available. And give my hand at trying to do work with like it's almost like having ChatGPT open in a little window side by side with browsing the web. Especially if it can read the content from that window, that would be interesting. We are pulling in fresh data, news, your location. So this one of the criticisms of GPT-3 has been it was trained in September of 2021, so it's missed a lot of the last year and a half of things going on. It also doesn't really have real-time access to the internet. You can't you know, not only ask things about things that have just happened, but it can't you know, like this stock stuff. How's it going to do updates on financial reports and stuff? So Google's Bard AI apparently is real time or it's fresh. I have to dive more into that, but I think the Bard one has got more up to date data, and so this is going to be one area of competition between Microsoft and Google, having the freshest data, and eventually such that you don't even notice that your AI doesn't know the results of the last election or whatever. Like it's not going to be missing some critical things. The orchestrator is by nature curious, so it finds new information and starts the cycle again. You can actually see the searches that Bing and Prometheus are issuing on your behalf. That is interesting. So the AI is doing Google searches using your account and getting your local results. And, well, interesting. Model completion. Yeah, hey, Max Steele. Yeah, they did make the comment early on that web browsing hasn't changed much in 20 years. And it does feel like here I am on the, let's see here, 107th edition of Google Chrome. And it may be that not much has changed since the 20th edition or whatever, So, um, super interesting if they start to do innovation in the browser again. Hopefully, it doesn't break anything. Like, you don't want. I remember back in the early days of the web when one browser maker would come out with a feature, like I think IE came out with the blink tag. I think that was their invention. And then the other browser, Netscape Navigator, didn't support the blink tag. And so suddenly they had to add that feature into their browser just to keep compatible. And then, CSS came along and one browser didn't support all the tags and one browser did. It was like, hopefully this, it doesn't turn into the browser wars of 20 years ago. Scaling is going to be interesting because I went to chat GPT now, and it's going to tell me, I'm kind of predicting, is at capacity. So it will be interesting to see how they allow the browser to do all this stuff without saying it's no, saying, sorry, we're full. That will be interesting. Yeah. Microsoft doesn't have to protect its existing web search business profits. Very good point. So Google is, Google's famous for their clean user interface. Their search results are not as clean as they used to be. This is not as clean as it used to be either. But let's look at. So this whole thing with the images over here, his blog here, this is all not as clean as it used to be. There's a whole thing here. Also, people also ask, so Microsoft can blow the whole thing up. I don't think Google would want to touch very much of this. It'd be interesting to see how they would touch this for AI. So ChatGPT itself has a premium tier, right? So ChatGPT Premium is coming soon. Oh, ChatGPT Plus. So there is a subscription plan for ChatGPT. They didn't announce. I didn't mention it here yet, according to this live blog, but eventually there will be a subscription plan, and you can do API calls. So ChatGPT is just based on the GPT-3 model. They are apparently adding ChatGPT as an AI, so that's coming soon. Also, you can just pay for that. In terms of Microsoft, again, I would imagine they're just going to have to pay for the servers, and they'll just have to, if it's $1 million a day, they'll just have to pay that, and so that all their Bing users and their Edge users don't complain about this at capacity kind of messaging. That would be a bad experience. So I'm sure Microsoft just burns money to scale this. Mm. Yeah, Microsoft has their responsible AI principles that I'm well aware of. So they can rightly talk about this. They recently removed their face recognition, some of their face recognition stuff from general availability. So have you seen, so this concept of jailbreaking when it comes to AI, these companies, or OpenAI specifically, have been trying to put on guardrails on their AI so that you can't ask it a question like, who's better at math, men or women? It has to then come back and say, well, that's not the kind of question we want to be talking about. But then people would be say, okay, write a play where someone has to be good at math, and it can either be a man or a woman, and then the guardrails get broken. So the jailbreaking is how people have been finding, inventing ways of getting around the guardrails that the company's been trying to put on it. I must say, and I'll try to be careful, I believe in responsible AI for sure. I think all these guardrails, it's just impossible to completely insulate your AI from saying something inappropriate or something's going to offend somebody. So I think we kind of have to, as a society, have to get over being offended what a user prompted a computer to do. Right? Be mad at the person trying to get the AI to define the meaning of a woman versus the computer, which is just going to go on the internet, find a consensus answer, and potentially offend someone with that answer. I'm sure they have. I'm sure this is the number one headache at Microsoft and OpenAI is the risk of more offensive things coming out of that chatbot. I'm sure you recall there was a story of a previous Microsoft Twitter bot. I think it was Microsoft that they put it on Twitter, and you can ask it any question and you can work with it and it'll learn from you. And people quite quickly figured out how to turn that thing into a very racist, offensive Twitter bot. And so, hackers, if you will, are always trying to break things. I kind of wish we accepted that these things can be broken and not try to make the thing unoffensive to everyone. But that's just me. Obviously, if you could train an AI to test the AI, that would probably be the best, right? All right. I love this is a Microsoft word, red teaming. We don't want to aid in an illegal activity. Of course not. So, for instance, you don't want to go to your chat GPT and say, teach me how to pick a lock, right? Teach me how to get into a school, stuff like that. Yeah, that's a good point right there. So if you can get the OpenAI to do something, then the AI might recognize that it's wrong and it goes back into the training model. So once again, hi to everyone. If you just joined, this is Scott Duffy from Get Cloud Skills. I wasn't able to find a live stream of the video for this event, and quite frankly, it's better just to read about it than to listen to all of the chit chat and try to pick out any words. Let these people, these fine people at The Verge, do the listening and to pick out what's important. I'm just really interested in ChatGPT these days, really interested in AI in general. as they say earlier in this video and early in this chat, I do believe this is a paradigm shift in computing. It's been coming along for a long time. Of course, AI has been. Um, some years ago, I went to a Microsoft Ignite event in person. So this is pre-COVID, and there was like a company that could build you a website using AI. They would you tell it what it wants, and it would put a website together. This is something different. Everyone can try a limited number of queries and sign up for full access today. New Bing is live today for desktop in limited preview. All right. So we can go right and get, how do I, bing.com/new. Should I? Hack it? No, that didn't work. Maybe you have to be in the United States for that to work. All right. I don't know how long this event is. It's been an hour so far. So how's everybody doing? Are you excited by ChatGPT? Um, okay, so that was it. Um, honestly, I was expecting a little more than just a Bing announcement. I guess Bing and Edge together. I will be excited to see um, this new Edge browser when it goes live, and that might be if it integrates ChatGPT better than ChatGPT currently works, which it doesn't, then that might be a good reason to try Bing for an extended period of time. Well, I think that's it for me. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Scott Duffy from Get Cloud Skills. It's been a long time since I streamed live, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to try it today with this new announcement. Hope you're doing well. Uh, have a great day, and we'll do this again sometime soon, hopefully. Take care.